Testing. Is this thing on? Okay. It looks like I'm back. Not really sure it needs to be said right now, but the rumours of my death have been greatly exaggerated. I'm very much alive, and there's a few things I need to get straight. This last year hasn't really been easy for me. It's been a long road home. But what happened to me, to those around me over the past 12 months, has changed me. Death will do that to you, even if it is a false one. There's been revelations, bloodshed, and some new voices have joined my campaign to rid the world of the scaly degenerates that seek to destroy it. What happened to me since my disappearance last September will all become clear in the coming weeks. You're probably sitting there right now thinking this is all a bit serious. I mean, what happened to the quirky guy who jovially told us about how to deal with fire-breathing pests? And, I mean, without him I wouldn't have been able to use bananas and traffic cones to terrify the little green one living in my shed away. Little bastard ruined my 1:1000 scale model of the pier I made out of matchsticks, and burnt a big hole in the roof. That guy was always so charming and cheeky. His recipe for a Niel steak was a culinary delight. Well, all I have to say to you is, you weren't there, man. You weren't there. I went places, and I saw things you people wouldn't believe. Oompa Loompas on fire off the shoulder of Cardiff Castle. I saw purple portals glisten in the dark of the Hippodrome. All those moments will be lost in time, like tears in rain. Time for some mail.
You've got some mail.
Sophie.
Hi, I need a dragon slayer for my flat. I think it keeps stalking us. I can sense it's small, but I need it gone to protect my daughter. I live in Eastbourne.
Hi, Sophie. Have you actually seen the beast? You say you sense it as small. Without visual confirmation, I will be unable to help. I don't want to end up hunting a cat in a sequin dress that you've mistaken for a dragon after all. Please get back to me with more details. Vincent. A very worried individual.
Hi, very glad I came across your advert. I've had 3 15-foot dragons living in my loft for around 6 months. I've had a sprinkler system installed and luckily not had any roof fires as of yet, but my main problem is, as you will very well know, dragon urine is very acidic and has melted 2 loft joints completely through. It's only a matter of time before the roof collapses around us. Can you help? Thanks.
Hello, worried individual. I'm so sorry I haven't been able to reply until just now. Things have been a little hectic over the last few days. Right, so firstly, how the hell did this happen? Secondly, how big is your loft if it houses 3 15-foot dragons? Anyway, I'm a little concerned that you had the forethought to get a sprinkler system added, but not to sort out proper plumbing for the creatures? I may be a slayer, but I'm not a monster. This sounds like a case of neglect on your part, and I suggest you sort out proper housing and plumbing for the creature, or I will be forced to get the Dragon Rescue and Guarding of Noxious Species services involved. Luke on.
Hey mate, been looking for a dragon slayer for some time now, and I'm pleased to see that there is one based locally. I've had my suspicions of a dragon lurking in the sewers beneath my estate, but I fear I'm no match for the scaly monster alone. Please help us, O mighty dragon slayer.
I shall come investigate on Sunday, although, have any clowns or floating balloons been spotted in the area? As I've been getting some strange reports from around there. A scared parent contacted me saying their child had been offered a balloon by a clown in a sewer grate. I of course pointed her in the direction of the police. I'm not a clown slayer after all. Natasha.
I need your help slaying a dragon which has taken over my bedroom, please.
Sounds like the dragon has nested. Is it more like an annoying lodger than a fire hazard who craves the blood of sheep at this point? Rebecca.
I really want to sleep with you. What a masterful advert. It's aroused me.
Well, I knew my skills in dragon slaying were formidable, but it's good to know my skills in advertising are pant-wettingly good. I will call on you when the sun goes down so we can enjoy the pleasures of the flesh. Vincent.
You've got some mail.
Time is short, so I must be brief. Things will not be the same from this point on. There'll be less of our sweet interactions like this, and I'll touch base with you each week just to see how you guys are doing and to keep you guys up to date with developments, but my story is going to get a hell of a lot more dramatic. It's not going to be just the two of us anymore. We've got company. Pretty freaking amazing company, and let's look at the story so far as a sort of prologue. You've been inducted into my world, and now we're going to get to exploring it. Oh, the places we'll go. I can't wait for you guys to actually join me on the road ahead, and since it's been a year, let's catch everyone up to speed and give you your first taste of the new format. So here's the story so far. Time changes everything. 5 years ago, I moved to Brighton in search of a new life. A new chance to prove my worth in this world and do some good. And so, I bought an ice cream van and named her Betty. I spent my first couple of months providing the kids of East Sussex with joyous, sweet, frozen snacks. All seemed to be going well, until one day in Patcham, a dark shadow descended on us, and a black dragon scorched my livelihood to the ground. No! My world melted away in an instant. I looked around at the burning husk of Betty, and as the flames licked at my heels, I vowed to get vengeance and take out the vile beast. I found a blacksmith who crafted me a masterful suit of armor from an old Ford Fiesta. My sword was obtained from a small store in the South Lanes. I was wandering through one day when something caught my eye. It was a very elegant sword, with script in some other language down the blade, and gorgeous moulding on the hilt. A ruby as big as a marble sparkled at the bottom. I was drawn to it and spent the rest of my savings on it. Her. I named her Pointy. My training was long and arduous. I worked on my swordplay and used the form of moped jousting to improve my skills and accuracy. I practiced tracking on annoying stray dogs and cats, among other annoying vermin. I gained a few tips and tricks on catching dragons from one of their own, an ancient dragon who went by the name Rufus. Rufus taught me to use a new set of tools: bananas and traffic cones to terrify the beasts, lemon juice to stop the fire breath, candy floss to debilitate, and a tutu for distraction purposes, and to look pretty, of course. When I was ready, I posted an ad on Gumtree and put up posters around the city. The jobs came in thick and fast, and after a short time I racked up an impressive number of kills and a bunch of captures. When I can, I try to rehabilitate rather than kill, but dragons tend not to play by the rules. Then a dragon started contacting me. Runel the Destroyer.
Your move, Dragon Slayer.
He announced himself as my nemesis, which was actually kinda cool to begin with. That wasn't until he started sending dragons after me and my allies. Blood has been spilled on both sides, and there's been rumblings of a prophecy. Ancient scrolls that speak of a man destined to rid the world of dragons. And for some reason, the dragons believe that man to be me. The hell if I know anything about that, but I'm gonna damn well try. So that about brings us up to speed. The prologue's done, and now we get into the main meat of the story. Look out for the new special film noir double-parter, which drops, Sunday, actually. A shiny new episode in time for your Monday morning commute. Trust me, you won't be disappointed. See you later, friends. The Dragon Slayer of Brighton was made by Folklore Productions. Music used in this episode was courtesy of Kevin MacLeod. Links can be found on our website, which is therebedragonshere.squarespace.com. Additional voices provided by Michelle Corbin and James Shaw. You can find us on iTunes, Stitcher and SoundCloud. And until next time, when the Dragon Slayer returns in Brighton Confidential, The Clockwork Owl, remember, be safe out there, and there be dragons here.